All right. The History of Summertime Radness. The first one was in 2017. I had been doing events since 2010, but in 2017 is officially when I got my business license for Chromatic and started Chromatic Experience as a legitimate company. And yeah, 2017, I wanted to do something a little bit more different than previous events we've done. Not just your typical house party or a venue space that you use to do a show. I wanted to have more elements to the atmosphere, make it more like a festival vibe. Multiple types of entertainment with having camping and food available on site, drinks available on site. We actually had a bartender with a card reader. That was all of our own product to sell. We had food vendors out there. We had an ice cream vendor. We even had a title fight, UFC fight, playing on a big screen while the festival was going on. That was really cool.
Yeah, they really accommodated it to everyone there, I guess.
But yeah, it was just a big hit. I had ordered from a special company, like your legit wristbands, the cloth wristbands that you get for festivals. And so those were the tickets that were being sold, which was really cool because people got to all share that with each other. You know, having the wristband was just such a cool thing. The whole atmosphere and setting of the event made it feel more festival-like, even though it was all DIY. You know, just friends coming together to build this thing.
I think of a badass festival that we created that is going to be able to span, you know, multiple, hopefully, years and get bigger and better every year and just be a good time to have in the summer of people coming together and having a good time.
So the feedback was pretty awesome to get from people.
What I imagine when I hear Summertime Radness is all the goodness you get in summer. Snow cones, sweet drinks, friends, sun, music, and of course festivals. So I feel with the name Summertime Radness, you're kind of getting all of that mushed into one experience in one weekend.
The best part of summer. I think of the highlights of the summertime, summer vacation.
So with the success of Summertime Radness 2017, I had already immediately started planning 2018. We found a new venue space, which was a lot bigger than the one we did in 2017. Started making plans to have this time 2 stages and just really take things up a notch. Unfortunately, bit off a little bit more than I could chew. it was starting to go downhill pretty fast. We had already made down payments going through booking agencies, big acts. One of the big ones was Twista, which I personally thought would be really cool because, back in 1992, Twista actually won Guinness Book of World Records as the fastest speaking English rap artist of all time. He holds that record. As time was getting closer to throwing the festival, which we already had to push dates back, so ended up changing the name from Summertime Radness to Summer Fall Radness because we were now moving out of summer. It wasn't looking good, and it's like almost like ironic because it was almost like in the name, Summer Fall Radness. It was just bound to fall. A whole year's worth of work. It was a pretty difficult time for me. Not only a year and a half of work go down the drain, but also my investor who had put down like $20,000 to pay for all this stuff, which now it being canceled, also down the drain. So of course I had to pay that money back, and for the next few years I was going to be paying that back. But in 2020, finally got back on my feet, was all paid up. Chromatic was at a halt. Nothing coming out of Chromatic, and I wanted to somehow bring Summertime Radness back. It deserved to come back and have its rebound. I wanted to focus a little bit more on the film cinematic aspect of it. The plans were made, and just like that, Summertime Radness was back.
A well-rounded experience of different types of music, different types of entertainment, just all across the board.
Mini festival feeling for sure. Love and passion and a lot of hard work.
Summertime Radness, the first year we ever did it, was unbelievable. Second year, unfortunately, failed tragically. And to be honest, I didn't really know if it was going to come back and happen again.
Life's confusing, what's the point? Why are we here? Where are we going? This existential crisis is my weekly dose of trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Shove it through a mouth hole. Least of all expecting that I might just kinda like it. I don't wanna die, but I feel so dead inside. So I remind myself to scream these words at least 3 times. Feeling better, not again. The devil's disturbing my intellect, running me up against myself, counting the times I'm needed help.
It completely blew my mind. When I walked in, I was like, this is going to be big. It's going to be completely unexpected.
Hey.
I see it getting really big. Like I said, sky's the limit.
In general, just the vibes that are there. I mean, you're there to have a good time and enjoying life.
That's what I love, a sense of community, you know?
You got flamethrowers, man. Who doesn't want to see flamethrowers, you know?
To see people like passionate about something and pursuing something and how it brings everybody together.
Colorful sun's out, nighttime with the lights and long summer nights. It's a summer vibe, that's for sure, right? A sense of community, a sense of grassroots movement. a great party, a memorable party, and just making it fun.
Summertime Radness personally has always been one of the most treasured moments of my life. Something I hold so dear to my heart. And, you know, you can't let something like that just die.